My name is Mossad and I am the head of the energy program NEPAD, South Africa. Now, you did ask me why we are holding this workshop. You may have heard about the United Nations Secretary General Initiative, Sustainable Energy for All, where it has been launched this year and aims for achieving universal access of the world population by 2030, doubling the use of renewable energy and improving the use of energy efficiency. This initiative opens a variety of opportunities for Africa, and you cannot be left behind seeing that initiative there and the opportunities it opens without tapping into it. It's why NEPAD and UNEDP joined hand and organized for that workshop to introduce that initiative, its objectives, and as well to look to Africa requirement and what they are doing on the ground and try to make use of that initiative to advance and accelerate the implementation of Africa energy projects. Not only that, to come up with new projects as well, which can fit with this initiative. This is why we called for that workshop and held it. UNEDP has already made what they call it gap analysis on a number of 22 countries, 16 done by UNEDP and 6 by others. There are 25 African countries who signed to this initiative. So we made use of that workshop to review the outcome of this gap analysis, get some censuses, and then put our hand on the gaps which are present in Africa here and see how can we fill it so we can advance the African agenda when it comes to energy project. Advance it through building capacity, mobilize resources, knowledge transfer, and then partnership. Now, you may ask me, what did you come out, or what did come out of that workshop? The workshop was very instrumental in really shaping Africa's position regarding this initiative. The workshop came up with recommendations which the Africa would like to put forward regarding their contribution and tapping to this initiative. Their first recommendation was that this workshop or the initiative itself should really support the national goals, to be driven by the national goals, advance it, and then the national goals as well, and on a country level, we should really make use of that initiative and the opportunities open and come up with new project, support policies for the implementation of this project as well. Not only that, you may have heard that the United Nations are developing what they call it global guidelines for the development of action plan to implement that initiative. Again, we don't want Africa to be left outside that initiative, and then we drafted the guidelines as we see it ourselves, fitting our conditions, local conditions, and we are going to send these outlines as we see it, as African themselves, to the high-level group which will be meeting on the 24th of this month. So this workshop was really very instrumental when it comes to deliverables. There is an outcome from that workshop. It's not a talk show. It's one of the workshops where all the participants were very happy that it delivered and it produced specific outputs which will be passed to the high-level group at the United Nations, New York, on 24th of this month. Again, you may ask me how we are going to ensure that the implementation of the objectives of the General Secretary of the United Nations will be implemented. We called upon the African Union, NEPAD, active platform to take the lead and ensure that the implementation of the projects which fits under the three objectives are moving according to the plan. They have to attend to the capacity building requirement, the resources needed, the knowledge management and partnership, and ensure that the projects are on track.